gonna try something really different this time. Today, multi-crew experience, my virtual co-pilot. Set rudder trim neutral. Set aileron trim neutral. Whoa! Whoa, shit! Oh fuck. Set rudder trim 0. Set aileron trim neutral. Set aileron trim neutral.
Yeah, setting aileron trim to 0.
This is no good. Alright. Gotta manually fly myself to get back on course. Alright. Alright, the roll's still off. Autopilot's off. Let's see if I can get that fixed.
So you're getting wheels high on. That's okay. All set off.
Oh shit, now what?
Bank angle.
So whenever I let go of the stick, that happens. Alright, let's go ahead and try this. Can't see from here. Alright, what I'm going to have to do is pop it out. See if I can get this thing fixed. It's not moving. It's like it's jammed or something. Alright, so I kicked out my co-pilot. Let's see if I can get myself back on course here. And my controls are totally screwed up. I set FS passengers for 0. Oh shit, I'm way off course. And the thing is, I don't have fuel for this shit. Alright, let's see if I can get back on course here. Flight director 1. Okay, so I got rid of my co-pilot. All he did was fuck things up. I wonder if FS passengers is failing my systems. It's entirely possible FS passengers could have done that. I specified in the setup not to fail any of my systems, because I know that even if you set 1% failure, it turns every damn thing off in the middle of your flight, which is one of the reasons I never really played with it that much. But it's entirely possible FS passengers could be screwing with my controls. I'm hoping that's not the case. Alright, let's see here. I still can't see what these things are on the FS passenger. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Text size big. That's why when you get old you can't see shit. Alright, there we go. And since there are no controllers at Atlanta, I can go ahead and land wherever I damn well want. So let me go ahead and set that up. And to do that, well, first let me cut another track. God damn it, what are you doing? FMS, nav. Are you... Oh, wow. Is that right? According to this, I'm flying with a wicked crosswind. Look at this. That plane's pointed one direction and flying another. Oh well. Alright, so... I might be able to salvage this flight if I'm able to come in with a good landing and not piss people off. Alright, so 280. So we will land on runway 28. Does that work? 280, 28. Sounds good to me. Alright. what are the waypoints leading me to the runway? My waypoints are initial approach fix is PR man. Okay, so actually I need to start with the closest one, which is Juba. Yes, so Juba is the one closest to the runway, and then there is Windsor. If you're wondering what the hell I'm saying, you can pull up an approach plate pull up the approach plate for the ILS localizer runway 28 at Atlanta. These are the waypoints that take you right into the. And let's test what we just set up. Skip. Zoom in a bit here. Skip. That'll take me right into runway 28. Passenger adrenaline fear is at 13%. 22 people are wearing a seatbelt. Seatbelt sign off. Can I serve refreshments on this? Okay, what the hell did I just do? I'm not sure what I just did. What are these little buttons? Oh, I'm approaching overspeed. I'm not sure what these little icons are. Let's see what happens when I click them. Ooh, seatbelt sign on.
Captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Okay, so that's what that is. Okay, what's this?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now serving beverages.
Ooh!
Soft drinks are on the house. Alcoholic beverages, they're going to cost you.
Okay, so that should, cheer them up a little bit. How about this?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving cold sandwiches. You have a choice of turkey, ham, or roast beef.
Okay, so I'm feeding my passengers and I'm giving them something to drink. That should cheer them up a bit. Passenger adrenaline is now at 7%, so it's going down. Crew is serving drinks and sandwiches. Alright, so that should cheer them up a bit. And it appears I'm back on course. And my roll thing is way off. But when I turned off the autopilot, the plane didn't spin out on me. So that's a good sign, I think. And as long as no ATC logs onto that sim and busts my balls, I should just fly the vertical profile right down to the runway where I need to land. And as long as the plane behaves itself, I should be good to go. What do you think? Should I go ahead and bring back my virtual co-pilot? I can bring him in whenever I want. All I have to do is just fire up the executable. Yeah, what the hell. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on my virtual co-pilot here. Alright, so we'll wait for my co-pilot to get on board.
Excuse me, Captain. Do you know what the weather will be like when we land? I hate it when I get off the airplane and the breeze is cold.
Okay. Okay, what do you want? She wants me to get the weather. Alright. And the flight attendant just wants to know what the hell the weather is. Shit, what am I supposed to tell her? Okay, now, did I just turn on music? Yes, I did. Okay, no music in flight. Okay, what's this one here? Movie not available. So damn sorry to hear that. Alright, I can turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. There we go. And as far as weather goes, I know what the weather is,
Ladies and gentlemen,
but
the captain is now
I don't know how to tell you.
You may now feel free to roam about the cabin.
Oh, what is this?
Pan, we have a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've encountered a problem aboard the aircraft. The captain will
problem? I told this thing no freaking failures. Okay, so something is wrong, and I don't know what it is. My engines are good. I'm not seeing any warning lights. Is that what this is?
We've already cleared emergency.
I'm not performing no damn emergency landing. I'm on course. My engines are good. Pressurization is good. Everything seems to be fine. Oh, that's what this is. Declaring an emergency. I probably should read the instructions for these things whenever I buy them. Oh, that's declaring an emergency. Alright. Yes, so lessons learned. Always read the freaking instructions whenever you buy software. Typical guys, you never read a damn thing. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go back to serving the food.
Captain, we're not ready to serve the passengers yet.
Oh. Alright, so it looks like everything's going to be uneventful for a while. Let's take a look at the progress. 19 minutes to top of descent. Check in with you later. Just freaking great. Atlanta Center just came online. Let's refresh. That's him. It's not showing here that he's not showing online on the Vatum client. He is showing online. Set 132.970, COM 1.
Yeah, COM 1, dialing 132.970.
Okay. Alright, so Atlanta Center is online, and they are showing up on the Vatum client. I think I better check in. Atlanta Center, Foxtrot Sierra, Golf 19er 69er with you at 3-2000. Squawk 2062. Foxtrot Sierra, Golf 1969. Set transponder 2062.
Roger, transponder mode 2016.
Set transponder 2062. Atlanta Center, Foxtrot Sierra, Golf 1969 here with you. Question, would it be too much trouble if I can get my runway assignment so I can set up my FMS? Visual 26 right, Foxtrot Sierra, Golf. Visual to runway 26 right. Yeah, that sounds fine. Thank you. This is the reason I don't like flying online. Every time you do your plan, they go in and they fuck it up for you. So 26 right. Was that what he said? Yeah, 26 right. I'm gonna do a manual or an automatic landing because the last thing I do. 26 right. So all I need to do is
See you again.
descend and maintain flight level 240. 19er 69er. Set altitude 24,000.
Roger, selecting altitude 2400.
Set altitude 24,000.
Setting altitude 24,000.
Okay, so my flight plan went to hell, thanks to good old FlightSim ATC. How can I salvage this? Alright, so it appears I'm at the mercy of ATC because I can't reinitialize my FMS. And this is the reason why I rarely fly online. They come on and they just throw everything to hell.
1,000 to go.
Atlanta Center, Foxtrot Sierra Golf, please be advised, I lost my flight plan in my FMS and I'm at your mercy at this point. Fly headings 215, vectors to Atlanta, Foxtrot Sierra Golf. Set nav 111.75.
Okay, now 1111.75.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Atlanta altimeter 2982. Foxtrot Sierra Golf. Set altitude 4,000.
Selecting altitude 4,000.
Set altimeter 2982.
Adjusting altimeter to 9.8 inches. Please cross check.
Affirmative. Alright, I think I may have a solution to my problem here. I have the FSX keyboard commands printed off on a one-page thingy and laminated, and according to this, I could center my ailerons and rudder with numpad 5. So all I need to do is make sure my numlocks is on. My numlocks is on, so all I have to do is when I turn the autopilot off, just mash the keypad 5, and that should put me back in business in theory. So my co-pilot doesn't fuck things up again. Alright, this is probably going to be the longest episode I've ever published, primarily because of all the drama that's going on. And my passenger satisfaction is maxed out at 39%. It's not going to get any better than that. And their adrenaline fear is at 30%. They probably figure they're screwed either which way. So, coming down to 4,000 feet per ATC. Okay, let's go turn on my APU. Alright. Scared by turbulence. Jesus Christ. You can't understand why people are ever afraid of turbulence. In the history of aviation, turbulence have never ever brought down an airplane, so. Confirm, descend and maintain 8,000. Foxtrot Sierra Golf, descend and maintain 8,000. Can you say again the rest of those instructions? Expect vectors, visual approach, runway 26 right, Foxtrot Sierra Golf, 19969. Turn left, 180, descend and maintain 4,000, Foxtrot Sierra Golf, 19969. Turn right, heading 330, Foxtrot Sierra Golf, 19969. Field, 11 o'clock, will report in sight, Foxtrot Sierra Golf, 19969. Fly heading 290, intercept ILS runway 26 right. Foxtrot Sierra Golf 19969. Got the airport in sight. Foxtrot Sierra Golf 1969. Clear the land, runway 26 right. Foxtrot Sierra Golf 1969. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Shit.
Banking.
Atlanta Tower, Foxtrot Sierra Golf. I'm having problems with my hardware. I'll be disconnecting shortly. Thank you for the support.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if we can sacrifice this. I eliminated one element of the system, which is FlightSim. Flaps up. I'll do this my damn self. Okay, what I need to do now is fix my problem. Okay, I need to do that. Okay. Rudder and yaw are still off. Let's see if I can get this thing right. Okay. Flaps. Alright. Okay, what happens when I let go? It banks to the right. So if I can get this guy to help me out here. Are you there? Are you there?
Of course.
Center rudder trim.
Okay, setting rudder trim. 0 selected.
Center aileron trim.
Sure, selecting aileron trim to neutral.
Okay, it's still off a little bit.
Done. Transponder standby.
Okay. Alright, where's the airport? So I can get this thing on the ground. Let's get up to 5,000 feet. See if I can do this my damn self. What's my flaps?
Banking.
Yeah. I don't think I can get any lower regards to satisfaction here. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the flaps up full. I'm gonna have to do this myself. Okay, there's the airport right there. Winds are at 7 knots, 12 actually. Alright. Let go, everything is fine. Turn to the right, everything is fine. Turn to the left,
1000 go.
everything is fine. Okay, so we're back in business. Alright, and there's the airport. Okay, cool. Got 4 runways. I will just choose the one. It appears my co-pilot did his job after all. Got 4 runways. It's pretty clear. I don't need to use ILS for this. Trim down a little bit. Okay, here's where my ceiling is. So I'm gonna get to the clouds. So pilots get spatially disoriented. See episode 13, or whichever one that was. Alright, let's go ahead and set my timer. We'll set it for 1 minute. Set heading 360.
Yeah, selecting heading
What the hell just happened? Jesus. Criminy. Damn. I know. Son of a bitch, the airport just disappeared on me. Jeez. Flaps up. The airport literally disappeared on my ass. Alright, let's see where it is. Okay, I need altitude. Let's cut a new track. Alright, I can't get too high, otherwise I'm in the clouds. My ceiling is about 4,000 feet, so let's take it up to about... Alright, let's go ahead and bring you down to about 3,100, right about here. Okay, cool. Okay, going very fast. Try this again. In fact, let's go ahead and set heading 150.
Roger, collecting heading 150.
Flying, what's my heading? 3. So, okay, so if I come just a little bit more, should be able to intercept the ILS for any one of those runways. Doesn't really matter. Alright. 1 notch flaps. Hang in there, passengers. I'll get you there. Between FlightSim. So let's summarize what we've learned here. At the beginning of this flight, I said that every component you add to a system, you increase its complexity exponentially. By adding the virtual co-pilot, I screwed up my aileron and rudder trim. See, now it's fine. By adding FlightSim, I screwed up my plans for landing. By adding passengers, I just essentially gave myself more of a distraction. But I want to say I am back in control now. I'm on a good position. I don't have any flight plan information, but I know where I'm going. I'm at a good altitude. I'm at a good speed. Flap setting is 1. I'm not going to use my virtual co-pilot. I'll just go ahead and bring this in myself. So if I go ahead and come left to approximately 280, I should have a buffet of runways to choose from, and there they are. And I'll just go ahead and land wherever I damn well please. At this point, I could go ahead and kill the autopilot. That's my pitch. Let's go ahead and hold it up. And even though I don't have a runway in view, I'm pretty confident that I should be able to pull this off, I think. Alright, there we go. I got 4 runways. Let's come this way a little bit. Give me another notch of flaps. And what I'm doing now reflects a major problem. I read in an article today about the FAA complaining that pilots, they can't do what I'm doing right now, which is to hand fly the plane when the shit hits the fan. Alright, all these runways are pointing left to right, east to west. I was originally assigned 26 right. I don't really have much room for correction, but... And I'll go ahead and go to... I'll go ahead and go to gear down once I make a left turn and put myself on short final on any one of these runways. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Gear down.
Gear down.
And what do we have here? This runway right here should do just fine. I don't have... I shouldn't have to worry about crashing into any other planes because I have my traffic set to 0, or my AI traffic set to 0, primarily because one more notch of flaps. When you fly on FlightSim, you have to set your traffic to 0. Otherwise, you'll have FlightSim traffic mixed in with your AI traffic. Alright, I'm going too fast. Should also put this down a little bit. Okay, cool. Coming in way too fast.
500 feet.
Okay, full flaps. Coming in too fast.
Approaching minimums.
I can slow down.
Approaching minimums.
Yeah. I heard you the first time.
Minimums. 100.
Takeoff. Flat. Takeoff. Trim.
Brake reverse. Reverse thrust deployed.
$80.
70 knots.
$50.
Okay. Okay, did I just hear a siren? Damn it. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seat until you are instructed to evacuate the aircraft.
Evacuate the aircraft? Seriously?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. Please remain
Okay.
seated until the staff at the gate and the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. We hope
All right.
the flight was pleasant.
I gotta play a replay and let's get that landing. Alright. I got an airport to myself. I can't wait to see my FS passenger report. Put my flaps. Anyway, I kind of sort of figured this would happen, which is why I did what I did. Like I said, whatever system you have or you're maintaining, any additional component you add to that system, you increase its complexity exponentially. This can mean anything, especially your life. So, if you decide to get a pet, consider my systems theory. If you decide to get married, oh my god, that will really fuck up your system. So, alright, what's this thing complaining about? No takeoff config. Well, duh, I'm on the freaking ground. I'm just gonna go ahead and find a spot to land, or to turn this damn thing off. Then I'm gonna replay the landing and see if it was as bad as I thought it was. Okay, there we go. Stop! Alright. These passengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find the nearest exit to evacuate the aircraft. The flight attendants will guide
We're
you.
not evacuating anything. End flight.
Speech recognition, dialogue mode.
Alright, so let me go ahead and read to you what this thing said. Flight ID, it created its own call sign, which is totally different from what I had filed. Number of passengers, 36. The captain has declared what seems to be like a false emergency during flight. Well, that's because I didn't read the damn instructions, and the interface to the FS passenger thing was just too damn small. Landing speed, landing touchdown, 258.46 feet per minute. Nice, that was pretty good. Even though I couldn't see the runway while I was landing. Landing speed 138 knots. Passenger opinion: very shaky flight, 60%. Are relieved to have landed safely after the extreme weather they experienced during landing. Were in a better mood because they had food. Were irritated by the excessive G-force, 3.17. Wow. Minus 0.43. Didn't like that some passengers started flying around the cabin caused by a negative G flying. So it goes sometimes. Didn't like your shaky flight, some excess G-forces. Didn't like what you forgot the seatbelt sign during the takeoff or landing. Whatever. Were terrified because of the problem during flight. Were relieved to land safely after an emergency. Financial reports: ticket income $8,600. Blah 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 blah. Total flight sim income $61,000. Company reputation: considering that the flight was not good, the ticket price are low, and there were no service aboard, passengers on this flight think that your company reputation should be 60%. Your company reputation is now 64.55, a decrease of negative 0.45. Well, considering how bad that was, I'm surprised. Overall flight result: horrible. Pilot bonus points: 80 points. You made a very nice landing, plus 50. You landed at the scheduled airport, plus 30. Pilot's penalty points: minus 1,800 points. $5,922 bill, 5,900. Performed dangerous maneuvers in flight while passengers didn't have the seatbelts fastened is criminal, minus 400. You created some excess G-forces in flight that's not compatible with commercial aircraft, minus 200. You declared an emergency without proper reason. A lot of resources were involved. Exceeded minimum speed of this aircraft is very dangerous, minus 600. The landing lights must be activated when entering the runway until 10,000 feet. You forgot them. Our company received a fine of $387. Altimeter must be set to standard flight pressure above transition altitude. You forgot it. No, I did not. Forgetting to set cabin seatbelt sign to on during landing or takeoff. All right. So the reason for I already printed this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and record it. I can recover.
Speech recognition.
The reason why a lot of that stuff happened was because I lost control of the aircraft because of the rudder or the roll trim problem, and so essentially I'm blaming my co-pilot. And then flying on VATSIM, that was just a bad idea all around. I mean, you know that those VATSIM guys are just going to come and jack everything up. Let me go ahead and cut a new track. That's enough repaste for now. Alright, so as I was saying, my basic rules for systems is that's the reason that inspired me to do this flight. I did not read the instructions for FS Passengers, and I had an idea as to the capabilities of the multi-crew experience virtual co-pilot. But point is, at the end of the day, I knew what I was getting myself into, and I really wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. To be totally honest, this worked out better than I anticipated. I actually have something that I can share with you. I thought this would have been jacked up and I'd crash and kill everybody. But the lesson remains. Your life is a system of sorts, so be careful what decisions you make. If you bring on anything additional into your life, such as a child, a girlfriend, pet, a new job or a second job, or you go to school, you're adding components to the system that is your life, and you're going to make things harder on yourself. If you can handle it, hey, great, good for you. Otherwise, be prepared for the extra pressure. That said, if your life is complicated and you're too stressed out and you want things to be easier, start dropping stuff from your life. Reduce the complexity of your system. Get divorced. Get rid of your girlfriend. Cut back on the pets. If you have kids, you're going to have to put up with them. So it goes sometimes. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have. I'm going to turn off my fuel pumps. See if I remember how to do all this crap. Turn that off. Turn these off. Off. Turn this off. And turn these off. Or is it these two? Okay. And that's all I have. It's going to be quite an effort to edit this piece of junk. FlightSimGuy here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.